Have you ever woken up and wondered why?
Every night, you enter a strange new world.
Dreams can feel completely real, and yet contain things that are absolutely impossible.
For thousands of years, humans have been asking the same question.
Why does the brain create these nightly worlds?
Scientists still don't have one simple answer.
But dreams may help your brain process emotions, reorganize memories, and explore impossible ideas.
They may even help your brain prepare for situations you haven't experienced yet. And it all begins inside the most complicated machine you carry with you, your brain. Imagine it's the 1860s, and you are a chemist. You are trying to understand the hidden structure of a mysterious molecule.
You have studied it for years, but something still doesn't make sense.
Frustrated, you sit by the fire, and slowly, you fall asleep. In the dream, strange shapes begin to move. Atoms seem to twist and dance. Then, according to a famous story told by the chemist August Kekule, a snake appears. It turns in a circle and bites its own tail. Kekule later said this image helped inspire the idea of a ring-shaped structure for benzene. Whether the dream truly solved the problem is still debated. But the story reveals something fascinating. Sometimes, the sleeping brain can connect ideas that the waking mind keeps separate. So why do we have dreams at all? During sleep, your brain does not simply switch off. In fact, some parts of it become extremely active. One important stage is called REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. During REM sleep, your eyes can move rapidly beneath your eyelids. Brain activity also becomes highly active in regions involved in emotion and perception. This is one reason REM dreams can feel so vivid. But something strange is happening at the same time. Your body is mostly prevented from moving normally. A system involving the brainstem helps suppress most skeletal muscle activity. Your brain can create a dramatic chase scene while your body remains safely in bed. And in some sleep disorders, this protective system can become disrupted. People may move, speak, or act out parts of their dreams. So REM sleep gives us one of the strangest clues about dreaming. Your brain can create an entire world while temporarily disconnecting that world from your muscles. But what exactly is the purpose of that world? One possibility is that dreams help us process emotions. Think of it as emotional housekeeping. During the day, your brain collects experiences, conversations, arguments, excitement, fear, and stress. Sometimes, it also collects emotions you never had time to deal with. At night, some of those experiences may reappear in altered forms, not necessarily as exact memories, but as strange combinations of people, places, and feelings. A stressful day might become a dream about being chased. A difficult conversation might turn into a bizarre argument with someone who makes no sense. The story may be completely strange, but the emotion underneath it can still feel familiar. And this leads to another fascinating idea. Maybe dreams are also a kind of practice, a safe simulation. Imagine your brain running a rehearsal. You are being chased, falling, trapped, or facing something dangerous. You wake up, and nothing actually happened. This is the basic idea behind the threat simulation theory of dreaming. The theory suggests that dreams may sometimes simulate dangerous situations, giving the brain a chance to rehearse detecting and responding to threats. It does not mean every nightmare has one clear survival purpose. But your brain may be asking, what would happen if, and then running the simulation while you sleep? A nightmare could be terrifying. But from this perspective, it might also be a rehearsal, a private training ground inside your own mind. But dreams may be doing more than preparing us for danger. They may also help the brain connect ideas, ideas that would never normally meet in real life.
A memory from childhood, a problem from yesterday, a face you saw for 3 seconds, and a completely random image.
The sleeping brain can combine them into something new.
Sometimes this produces nonsense.
But sometimes it produces a surprising connection. This may be one reason people occasionally wake up with a new idea. The dream did not magically place the answer inside your brain.
Your brain was already working with the information.
Sleep may simply give those ideas a different environment to interact in.
And then there is memory. During sleep, the brain continues processing recently experienced information.
Sleep can help stabilize and reorganize memories over time.
This is one reason sleep is important for learning.
Without enough sleep, forming and remembering new information becomes more difficult.
So while you are lying completely still, your brain may be sorting through the day, keeping some connections, strengthening others, and letting some information fade. But if dreams help organize the mind, why are they so unbelievably weird? One explanation is that different brain systems are active at different levels during dreaming. Emotional and visual systems can be highly active, but the systems involved in logical evaluation may not be working exactly as they do when you are awake.
So your brain can accept something completely impossible.
A talking dog, a house with no walls, or a school floating in space. And somehow, none of it seems strange. Until you wake up. Then you suddenly realize, wait, why was I having a conversation with a fish? Which brings us to another mystery. Why do we forget so many dreams?
You can wake up with an incredibly vivid dream in your mind.
You remember the colors, the faces, and the impossible events. And then, a few minutes later, it's gone. One reason may be that the brain systems involved in forming and storing long-term memories are not working exactly as they do when you are awake. So the dream can feel vivid without becoming a stable memory. It's like watching an incredible movie without pressing the save button. By the time you reach breakfast, most of the story may already have disappeared. But sometimes, something unusual happens. You realize you are dreaming while you are still inside the dream. This is called lucid dreaming. You know the world around you is not real, and sometimes you can influence what happens next. You might fly, change the setting, or simply observe the dream while knowing exactly what it is. But realizing you are dreaming is much easier than controlling the dream. And humans are not the only animals that experience dreamlike sleep. Many mammals experience REM sleep, and some birds show REM-like sleep patterns as well. We cannot simply ask a dog what it dreamed about, but the brain activity and behavior of sleeping animals suggest that their sleep may involve complex internal experiences. Scientists have also proposed evolutionary theories about dreaming. One theory suggests that dreams may sometimes simulate threats. Another unusual idea suggests that REM sleep may help keep parts of the visual system active. But this is still only a theory. The exact evolutionary reason dreaming exists remains unknown. Across a typical night, adults may spend roughly 1 to 2 hours in REM sleep. Over a lifetime, that becomes an astonishing amount of time inside worlds that exist only in the mind. It becomes music, literature, or a new idea. Paul McCartney famously said that the melody of yesterday came to him in a dream. Mary Shelley also described a vivid dreamlike vision that helped inspire the idea behind Frankenstein. And the story of Kekule's benzene dream became one of the most famous examples of a scientific idea being associated with a dream. These stories do not prove that dreams magically create discoveries, but they do show that the sleeping brain can sometimes make unusual connections. But what if dreams also help us practice something else? Other people. Humans are deeply social animals. We spend our lives navigating friends, strangers, conflict, cooperation, rejection, and connection. One theory suggests that dreams may simulate social situations. a kind of private social gym for the brain. You might argue with someone, meet a stranger, or reconnect with someone from your past. The exact theory is still being studied, but perhaps, while you sleep, your brain is not only practicing survival, it may also be practicing being human. And then there is one of the most familiar experiences of all. You go to sleep with a problem, and you wake up with a possible solution. Sleep can give the brain time to reorganize information and connect ideas. So while you are asleep, your brain's little committee may still be meeting, reviewing the evidence, connecting ideas, and occasionally saying, wait, what if we try this? Of course, humans have been trying to explain dreams for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations often saw dreams as messages from gods, warnings, prophecies, or glimpses into another world. Centuries later, Sigmund Freud proposed that dreams revealed hidden desires. Many of his specific ideas are no longer accepted as scientific explanations, but he did help make one idea popular, that dreams might tell us something about the mind. Later, some scientists suggested that dreams were simply meaningless noise. Today, the picture is more complicated. Dreams can contain randomness, but they can also contain emotions, memories, threats, social situations, and surprisingly creative combinations. So the honest answer is, we still do not know exactly why we dream.
And that may be the most interesting part. There may not be one single purpose behind every dream. Different dreams may be doing different things. They may help process emotions, reorganize memories, explore possibilities, or simulate threats. They may even help us practice social situations and connect ideas in unusual ways. We simply do not know yet. But every night, your brain builds a world made from memories, emotions, predictions, fear, imagination, and fragments of everything you experienced while awake. You enter that world without choosing to. You live inside it, feel things inside it, and then wake up, usually without remembering the journey. So next time you have a strange dream, don't assume it was completely meaningless. It may have been your brain processing something, practicing something, connecting something, or simply exploring what happens when the normal rules of reality disappear. Your brain is the most powerful artist you will ever experience, and every night, it creates a show that exists only for you. You may forget the story, but the brain that created it is still working, quietly, constantly, and completely inside your own head. So what did you dream about last night? Was it completely normal, completely impossible, or something you still can't explain? Tell us in the comments. We can explore the mysteries of the mind together. Stay curious, and tonight, sweet dreams.